Alright, so here we have the hot wing challenge. This kid wants to, I'm the king of hot sauce. He knows that I'm the king of everything hot. But for some reason tonight he wants to challenge me. So this is what I'm gonna do. Doesn't matter if you're 14 or 70. I will kick your butt in the hot wing challenge. So that means you. Alright, so we're gonna start off with the basics. We got Frank's Red Hot Original. As you can tell that this thing here has gotten a lot of use in the house. And then we have one of my new favorites. This is the Spice Exchange Garlic Hot Sauce. This is actually, I just got this maybe about a week ago. That's one of my favorites. This is my all-time favorite right here, Grace Hot Pepper Sauce. You buy this in the hood corner store, Jamaican stores. You know, usually if you go to, get some like ackee and saltfish, or you go get some curry goat or jerk chicken, you put a little bit of this on it. This is one of the best hot sauces out there. It's super hot, but it's one of the best. And then we have Sriracha Chili Hot Sauce. All right, so that's another one. I actually got this as a gift. And then to finish it up, we have Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. So Ghost Pepper Hot Sauce. This is really, really hot. And we're gonna see what happens here. So what do you want to start it off with? We're going to start off with the Frank's Red Hot. Alright, so go ahead. Somebody do it with my Carolina Reaper too, huh? We're going to take it to the next level with that. Let's see. Alright. Yep, so he's got the Frank's Red Hot. Let's see what you got here. I eat this in my sleep right here. This is nothing. Alright. Nothing. I'll put this on my oatmeal. Alright? That's pretty good. Do you guys have a game today? I mean, this week?
Yeah.
No? Who are you playing against?
Leesville, I think.
Louisville?
No, Leesville.
Leesville, okay. So are you feeling confident about the game? What do you think is going to happen?
We're going to win.
Alright. So, how about we talk about a little bit of marketing? So you've been running my Facebook ads for a while now, right?
Yeah.
And what's one of the biggest things that you've been doing? So once we find ads that, actually let's go there. Once we find ads that convert, well, more specifically ad sets that convert, we're going to talk about what do we do next to scale it up so that we reach a larger audience and we end up spending some more money and end up making more money. So next we got garlic hot sauce. This is, like I said, this is one of my favorites right here. So I'm gonna put this right on the wing right here. Boom. You're not ready for that. You need a couple more hairs on your mustache. Yeah, one more dab, one more dab. This kid's cheating over here too, you gotta watch him. Alright. So there's a few different things, like when we find an ad set that's working, right? And it's making us money, and we're getting conversions within our KPI, within the dollar amount that we're comfortable with spending per sale. So what's one of the first things that we do? That's kind of hot actually, right? What's one of the first things that we do?
Repeat that again?
So we've got an ad set that's within KPI. We're getting conversions within our budget. What's one of the first things that you go and do when you're duplicating? What are you duplicating it to what?
Bigger audience, and you raise how much you pay for it.
A bigger audience. So what?
I say you make it a bigger audience.
So you're duplicating it to reach a bigger audience for what? For what reason? What purpose?
Because it's obviously a good ad.
Because it's a good ad, right? So you want more people to see it. And then you want more people that are specifically within that audience to see it. So when we start our ads off, our ad sets off, we go real wide, right? That means we're hitting all age groups, 18 to 65 plus. And we're going with our top 4 countries: United States, Canada, Australia, and the UK. And we're going with both genders, male, female. What else? Am I forgetting something? I think I got everything.
Instagram, Snapchat ads.
Our placements. So we're going for our placements, right? Desktop, mobile, Instagram, audience network. So then, that's actually pretty high. Are you ready to level it up?
Yeah.
So then once we find out what audience actually resonates with the offer that we have, we then go in and start pruning it. Right? So we get rid of the demographics that's not working within our KPI. And then we go and expand so that we can reach more of those that are within where we want to be. So then the first thing that you go and do sometimes is there's a few different things that we do when we duplicate it. But usually you duplicate it for, you're duplicating it through different countries, right? Mm-hmm. So we have a list. It's good to know where your customers are coming from. So we have a list of not only our top 4, but then countries outside of the US, Canada, Australia, and the UK that we also target, right? So once we have an ad and the creative that's working really well, then he goes in and duplicates that ad set to all of these other countries. And there's probably about how many different countries on there, would you say?
Like,
about 11 other different countries, right? Including countries like the Philippines and India, where a lot of people actually avoid those countries. And again, depends on your offer. So here, we're gonna put this one on here. Boom.
Did we just do that?
Did I put some on already? No, we didn't. This was this one. Stay focused. Guy's trying to cheat. He's trying to push. Don't go crazy. Not rushing anybody to the hospital tonight. So then, what we do is, what I was saying about expanding to other countries. Some people will tell you like it's not worth advertising to India and the Philippines and places like that, right? Because yes, there's a ton of people in some of those countries and they are click happy. But keep in mind now, in some of the countries where most people would consider them to be poorer countries, keep in mind that if someone has a computer in those countries, right, and they're surfing the internet, right, they are, in most cases, pretty well off. Or at least they're doing better economically than most people if they have the ability to have a computer. So a lot of our conversions, we get like really dirt cheap conversions from the Philippines, from India, from Nigeria, right? Again, click happy countries, so you got to watch it really closely. South Africa. What are some of the other countries? Ireland. I actually have my phone. Where's my? Oh, I'm recording on my phone. But I would, if I wasn't recording, I would share some of the other countries. It's gonna be different for your market too. That's why you want to really study and get your demographics down and know where your people are coming in from. All right, that one's hot too, right?
Yeah.
So then, no. After we expand countrywide, right? The next thing we go in and do is what are some of the other duplications that you made?
Change the age.
Age, right? You want to you know that your primary audience, and not guessing on this, but if you know, because you can look at data and you can look at history and you can tell that 40 to 60-year-olds have spent, and they've spent to a degree where you can actually afford to acquire them as a customer because they've spent at a certain level. And then those are the people that you want to start hitting next.
This is brand new.
That one's brand new. So then you take your better converting ads, right? And you expand them out to those age groups and you really start to focus. And remember, I said we start wide, right? Until you start to get that data. And then once you start to get the data, then you can narrow it in. And now you're targeting, a specific age group, but you're hitting multiple countries now. So I hope that makes sense. Specific age group, once you know that, if the 40 to 50-year-olds are converting, right? Where you want them to be. And then you're gonna go wide with it. And then once we have enough data, once we know if it's male or female that's converting even better, right? What we'll do is we'll target a specific age group, specific gender, and then we'll go worldwide. So we'll set our location to worldwide so that we really go wild with it. And sometimes when you have a really good ad set, you can let that thing run, right? You could set a nice budget on it, and and let it run. Okay, so which one are we at now? We're at the sriracha chili hot sauce. I don't even like the name of this one right here. Did you taste this?
No.
You want some?
I did.
Oh yes. This is not cool. We're gonna put the top back on this one right here because this one gets you locked up in 42 states.
It's not even hot.
That's hot. Alright, so now we're gonna go to the next one here. So one of the questions that I get is budget wise, how much do you set your budgets at? Right? So with me, I don't even go crazy because with Facebook and with Google, you can really lose your shirt if you have really high budgets. So believe it or not, we set a lot of our ad sets off at really, really small budgets, right? What's our daily budget typically we'll start at?
For 5 or 4? No, it's 5. Yeah, 5.
Yep. So $5, sometimes $3, right? But we hardly ever go higher than 5 initially when we're starting. But the thing is, to spend more, we'll create a lot of ad sets still, right? Again, once we have our info, we'll create a lot of ad sets.
But if it starts doing it good, then you want to spend more.
And once it starts doing good, then you want to spend more. We want to spend as much as we possibly could, right? Because if you're spending $5 and you're making $25, you want to throw as much money as possible at it, right? You want to take $5 and just multiply the thing like crazy. All right, so what's next? So we got ghost pepper hot sauce.
This is the last one.
This is it. All right. So this is it. Ghost pepper hot sauce. So what else do we have as it relates to Facebook advertising? What else do we want to cover? Is there anything else? No? This sriracha chili hot sauce right here messed up my train of thought a little bit. All right, so let's see. So we're gonna put the ghost pepper hot sauce. All right. Boom.
Pretty much.
Yeah, it just went crazy. Do you see that? It's by accident here. Good focus. All right, so placement is another big area. I'm finding that the audience network used to be like a money waster for us before. But over the last couple of months, it's been like one of our better areas to be in. What the hell is going on with this one? What happened?
If you drink water, then I win.
If I drink water, you win.
Yeah.
Didn't you just drink some water juice?
No, I drank that before we started.
Right. Well, this is the end of our session right here, folks. I gotta drink some water. This is crazy. What was that last one? Ghost pepper hot sauce. Did you taste it?
Yeah.
I don't believe you. Need more people. Did you guys see him taste it? I don't think he tasted it.
You know what?
You sure?
I literally showed you. That's why it's all red right here.
This is ridiculous. All right, so there you go. Facebook ads, go in and start off with a small budget, you know, a couple bucks a day. I think the biggest thing that people mess up at mistake-wise is they go in and they get greedy and they set these huge budgets and then they end up spending more money than they would have liked to have spent, and then they end up giving up, right? They lose hope and give up. I mean, any type of advertising could be like gambling. Unless you have your data, right, and you have your key metrics in place and really dialed in, then you can really go in, you can scale. So, you know, I've got one business where we could spend $50 to acquire a customer or less. I'm happy with that. I'm ready to spend that all day long. And then another one where we want to spend a lot less than that. So you really want to know your numbers. You want to know who your audience is. You want to know how long it's going to take you to recoup your money back. And then you want to know like your lifetime value per customer, right? So how much is the customer worth to you over the lifetime of him? So go in, know your metrics. Let me know what you think about this video. And any other questions that you have about Facebook advertising. Maybe we'll do one on Google advertising because we spend a lot of money now on display ads. Actually, for the last couple of years, we've spent a lot on Google display ads. I don't necessarily run a lot of search ads, but Google display and YouTube ads, we're like really out there. So let me know what your thoughts are.